Hi everyone, and welcome back to Stories for Big People. This is a story of hope, and it's called The Time Thief. I used to think I knew it all. That all changed the day we sat in the cold, confusing warmth of the doctor's office. The clock ticked more loudly than it should, mocking me in sneering, symmetrical coughs. I'm afraid you've got a brain tumour. It's benign, but it'll need surgery and blah blah blah. Nothing registered. The time thief had arrived. I refused to answer and returned to reality. I knew he'd try again though. Saying goodbye to your wife in the stark light of the theatre was surreal. Surgeons bombarding facts, the receptionist busy doing nothing, and resting patients either going in or coming out, asleep either way. I held my wife's hand tighter than usual, squeezing the last drops of love out for now, maybe for good. He suddenly reappeared during that last thought and refused to leave. His reign of terror had begun. I was an unwilling passenger. From midday onwards, he held me hostage, forcing me to look into his stark face and confront equally stark feelings. I'd always said that to experience human emotion, read Shakespeare. Everything was contained in there, free for all. That day, however, was to prove to be the complete works of Shakespeare being acted out in my head simultaneously. Love, fear, hate, jealousy, regret, humour. Every facet took turns to come to the front, bow, courtesy of the time thief. No black mask, too many faces. He knew how to manipulate. As he allowed time, 6 hours anticipated, but eventually nearly 11, to pass like turtles, he dragged each feeling roughly, forcing it to speak. It's been 2 hours. You might not have that love again. Tick. Yes, I will. Aren't you afraid? It's been 3 hours now. Tock. No, I'm not. Although, look at all those healthy people. They don't have to worry. You must really hate them. Tick. I do. Just a bit. Shut up. Look at all those people going home. It's been 7 hours now. Tock. I am jealous. I didn't wish for this. I didn't. Look, just fuck off, okay? Anything you wish you'd said? They got you out of there pretty quickly. Tick. Lots. Mostly how much I love her. Do you think she'll play the piano when she comes round? Tock. She couldn't before. Just fuck off, you. At 11:15, he left. Just as the recovery room door opened. Alone till now, I looked at the wall. He'd won this round. 2 minutes later, holding her hand in mine and crying tears of relief I was forced to suppress in case they were those of grief, I realised that this was a story of hope. The time thief wasn't an enemy, merely a passing adversary with a small point to prove. I realised that he'd forgotten to present my best friend that day in those long hours. Hope. And then I understood everything. Hope replaces anything stolen. I squeezed again and closed my eyes. Fumbling out, I couldn't hear the clock. Don't forget to tune in to more of my stories for big people. Lots of those that are going to form an anthology of 500-word stories. Plenty more to come. And have a look at my first thriller as well, which is on inkit.com, called The Educator. Hope you like it. Please feel free to leave your comments and reviews. I'd love to hear what you think of these. Okay, thanks very much, and see you next time on Stories for Big People.